Hi guys, this is just a quick demo of an investigation I'm currently doing for creating custom OpenWRT firmware. This is the VirtualBox running with Lucy on OpenWRT. I've got a lot of help from Cloud Opus 4.6. They have the fast mode now. But the gist is there is a custom native .NET 10 application. This is the .NET 10 application. The gist here is that it is compiled as native ahead of time compiled. So it is the most compressed, perhaps the most performant version compilation output for .NET 10 native AOT. And the gist here is that when you connect to the Wi-Fi router, it could be like a QR code. This would appear in your phone. And hopefully, when we get to the part where we fix the cert manager, we could like be able to add legit certificates and there would be no HTTPS issues. Then, even in a situation where, for example, a business owner of a resort is in a isolated area without internet connection, they can deploy the router with this custom firmware, and then they have mini DNS and they have mini intranet for their resort. The objective is lightweight. The database is just SQLite with .NET 10 EF Core AOT, and this is now hosted by that firmware. So if you go to the Lucy UI of OpenWRT, there's now this custom package that we have added. This is exactly here in the source code. This is the .NET application. There are configuration here. So we just see that this is the custom application here I'm working on. So I hope that's clear. The intention is to make this as small as possible. I had planned to use like even smaller, for example, to run on Banana Pi or Orange Pi, small. But the problem was that .NET doesn't support ARM 32, just ARM 64. So I think I'm gonna have to like commit to ARM 64 based routers, and that could be rare. So the plan now is such that this can just be installed in old or second-hand dumb terminals like Lenovo Wise or uh, Dell Wise. Yeah, Dell Wise. So you can buy these Dell Wise computers. The price it depends on whether it's brand new or second hand, but it's rather very cheap for second hand. So you can use this, and then you can add additional Ethernet port. One Ethernet will be for one wide area network, and another Ethernet for LAN. And that LAN connection is connected to it could be an EAP 110, for example. It's not as expensive. And so users can scan a QR code, connect to the access point, and then the captive portal opens. This is the captive portal, and they can interact immediately. They can either join the network or interact with the captive portal. There's a separate plan to fix certificates as well, so everything should be in HTTPS. So this is all running on VirtualBox for now, simulated, and there are two Ethernet. One is for one input Ethernet, and the other is for the access point. So far, we've been able to run OpenWRT. You can see here, use HTOP as well from within OpenWRT, and you can monitor the memory live. That's it. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time.